Peace, happy and healthy family and friends. Welcome to yet another episode of Happy New Day with Ari and J. Welcome, happy new day, happy and healthy family and friends.
Hey, how you doing?
We greet you.
How you doing? Peace and blessings.
Yes. On this Thursday, almost there.
Yeah.
Yes, so what are we talking about today?
Let's see. King and Queen. The importance of positively affirming your mate within your relationship.
Nice.
Yes. How do you feel, Queen?
I feel like a queen. I feel like a queen, esteemed, respect of self and respect of others. I did say esteemed already. Positivity, taking care of business, following order in the home. Yeah, I feel like a queen. Yes.
Absolutely.
And how about yourself, King?
Oh yeah, no, I feel magnificent in my kingly status and whatnot. Yeah, so yeah, no, I feel great.
As you should. Yes.
So what do you have for us today?
Oh, that is the okay. It was actually the weekend that we met. I knew, and I called you, King.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, you bring me closer, huh? Yeah, I was calling him King. Yes. And it's okay, blush. And then even when I had your information, it wasn't Jeffrey for long. And even still to this day, it is King in my phone. And when I address you, especially
King in her phone.
Yes.
If it's in the phone, it must be for real.
Yes, it's very real. Very real. And that is how I address you in speaking through text. What do I say? What's my opening?
King. Peace, King.
And then I go on into the subject. Yes.
Absolutely.
So I have, it's been embedded in our relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a way, and it's not only what we call each other, it's how we treat each other. Yeah, with the utmost respect, because I told you I had never called a man king before.
Yes. Really?
Never. That is something like that to me. That's the highest of the high, you know. So it could be, oh, sweetheart, oh, just something like honey, but king. No one's ever gotten that out of my mouth. Yeah, very selective with my words, and it's important to do so. What is that? The four agreements. The four agreements say be impeccable with your words. So that's not a title I just sling around.
Wow.
And it shouldn't be.
Wow.
Yeah, so you'll see me, you know, and I would address guys. Hey, brother. Hey, but not king. No.
Wow. No, I didn't know.
And now you know.
Wow, I feel so special. I feel all tingly and stuff.
And well, you have the characteristics of the king. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. I'd have to admit that after that, at the workshop when we met, and you addressed me in that way, that hit different. We did a words of affirmation exercise, and Ariane and I magically got paired up. And in the midst of all of that, I remember when you said it, because I've been addressed in that way, as king. In the past, it was sort of like just a common, just within the conscious community to address one another as such, to uplift and create a higher raise of vibration, community-wise. Especially if you saw somebody that was carrying themselves, at a higher standard. And so, but I remember during that exercise, that affirmation exercise that we were doing, it hit way different, way different. And it resonated, especially the bond that we created that night. It was the whole weekend. Yeah, at that the sacred sexuality retreat. That was, it like resonated in me. It took on a whole different meaning. Just your vibration, who you were, what you represented, and in affirming me in that way, it took me to a whole nother level in myself. I'm already secure within me, but it just, I don't know. It's the importance of words and the way they vibrate and how we address one another. And then how you view, it also helps to shape how you view your mate as well. Yeah, because just like you address me as king in your, in your phone, how do I address you in mine?
My beautiful queen.
Yes. My beautiful queen. And even though I use different ways to address you in different times, and that I remember you, the woman of many names. And so
yes, Isis, the goddess of 10,000 names. Yes.
And so I address you in different capacities, but always, my beautiful queen always is the lead for me. And it not only helps for my purposes, it helps frame my approach and how I view you, how I think of you, how I adore you in so many different ways, and what you represent in my life. And so to address you as my beautiful queen, I address you as because I will admit, I'll address women that hold themselves in high esteem, as queen. But there's a major difference between just addressing someone as queen as a form of respect and helping uplift them. But my queen, there's a whole, my beautiful queen has a deeper meaning for me, and then the vibration that I'm putting forth. It helps to, because a lot of times people are unaware of the energy that comes behind names or the vibration behind the syllables in the name. And so, like your name is Ariane, what does that mean?
My name, Ariane, means most holy.
Most holy. Okay.
Yes.
And then my name is Jeffrey, so that's the J. It's Jeffrey, and Jeffrey means God's peace. And so everyone's name, depending on the letters, that we should do a workshop on vibrations of the letters and the energy that comes behind letters. And so what makes that name what it is because there's a vibration that comes with it. They don't just arbitrarily make the names up. Well, in modern times, people arbitrarily make up some names. So that's why they're like, there's like a whole ritual that went behind. When babies were born back in the day in indigenous cultures, they wouldn't name the baby for, I think, like the first week to 2 weeks.
Right.
Because they needed to, the parents needed to know, like, what energy that baby exuded. And they wanted to have a name that was in conjunction with whom and what they are. We technically, a lot of mamas do it nowadays, depending on how the baby, the connection they have to the fetus, and they'll come with the name then. But yeah, it was like a thing, a major thing as far as naming. And so how we address one another, there's an energy behind that. There's an energy that, and there's a level of respect, and there's a way of dealing with one another that comes along with that. That, no matter what our situation is, what we're going through, if I view you as my queen and everything that embodies that, the way that I address you, the way I approach you, the way that we function and cohabitate within each other's space, I could never say anything that's going to tear you down, or, like, oh, I slipped up and called you the B word or something. That would never happen.
No.
Because that's not even, go ahead.
No, that's not finished.
Oh, yeah, because, everything's always, but when it comes to you, is being, you're being held in the highest regard. And, and so, but, you find some individuals, they made everything else other than every name under the sun.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, we talk about respect, you're talking about just the vibration that exists. Because a lot of times people say, well, how do you, because they talk about our closeness. Because like I said, everybody thinks that we're married. We will be soon, though. Or our connectedness or our vibration together. And what that speaks to, number one, is how we address each other, how we talk with each other, how we affirm each other positively on a regular basis. Because when we talk about intimacy in a relationship, the number one, the first line of intimacy is conversation, and how you talk to each other, how you share time with each other, how you you speak to each other, how you talk, that sweet talk and whatnot. It's not just to okay, well, I want to get some, and so now I'm gonna start talking nice and I'm gonna warm up to them. No, that's got to be a part of your everyday. Like, that has to be the habit to address your mate, positively affirm your mate. Just doing that, if you do that for a month, anybody that's having a challenge in your relationship, if you practice positively affirming your mate every day for a month, I guarantee you the vibration that exists between you will change. Even if they don't participate, you address them in that way every day for a month, unless they already on the other side and they don't need to be your mate, then that's a different story. But if you have a mate that's in a, let's make this work mode, the life hack, relationship hack, the energetic hack, the secret sauce, the passive way to get this done is to create the habit of positively affirming one another. Not no fake thing. I mean, you got to really believe, like, when you're saying that, because how you address someone on a daily basis, day in and day out, will frame how you think and view of that person. And then it also frames how they think and view themselves in your presence.
I was just going to go there. How you address yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that has a lot to do with it, because I'll be honest, if you walked around talking about I'm a thug, I'm hard, and that wouldn't have been like, oh, he sounds like a rap song or something, you know?
Baby, I'm a thug.
Yeah, no, please don't. And even us ladies, I know it's so common and it saddens me every time I see or hear it. But that BB, that bad BIT, you guys know. I'm a bad. Do you know what that means? That's a dog. Sorry, it's a dog, you know? And so, and I'm sure if I walked around talking about I'm a bad, and
I'm running.
please do, please do run, you know, because it's about, like I was saying before, and how I feel as a
I know what
queen.
comes with it. Yeah.
As I feel as a queen, I wouldn't address myself
Anything less.
ever, you know? So just for those who address themselves as bad bees, think about it again, because it's not cute. I mean, I know it's on the radio and it's on the TV and it's in commercials and stuff, but doesn't mean you don't have to follow around. But you don't have to follow it.
Yeah.
You don't have to, yeah. This is the stop. It's not cute. And it's it's young. I'm grown.
All right. And so the energy that comes with that,
Right.
the frame of being. So we're not passing judgment. I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But just understand there's an energetic vibration that comes with that.
Very.
There's an attitude that over time, embracing, I know that as a culture, we have a tendency to want to take a negative connotation and flip it into something positive. But yeah, this isn't some fatback, from slavery and whatnot that we're going to saute up and make it taste like something good. No, there's an energy that comes behind the words that we use to frame how we view ourselves.
Yes.
And then you look at the ramifications of what it looks like to us as a community, especially the African American community, that there, when you hear that, Kevin Samuels talk about, rest in peace, brother. Kevin Samuels, when he talks about, modern women, that concept comes or stems from the whole boss bee mentality, bad bee mentality that has grown outside of that. I mean, I understand, there's a whole lot of single women out there, no disrespect. And actually I give you all the respect for being able to hold it down, especially for them brothers that weren't strong enough to hang around. But at the same time, there's a loss of femininity that comes with that. And I know y'all got y'all, all done up, glamored up and all that. Femininity comes from within.
Yes.
And, I speak from just the women that I deal with in my practice that come in that are having challenges especially when they hit their 40s, where their hormones are all out of balance. They got energetic balances or imbalances from functioning in that boss bee mentality yields it's a female spin on masculinity or embodying a masculine stance. And so there's it's all, I'm just saying words, and I'm like, but when you're singing these songs, it seeks into your subconscious. You're singing these songs,
Chants.
it's flowing like that.
They're chants.
It becomes a mantra for you, and it's like a yourself you're basically you're hypnotizing yourself, because whatever it is you say, whatever you speak into your own self-talk over time, will develop into who you become. And so, and then how it manifests itself physically, especially, usually about the 40s. There's something magical about the 40s, when women are supposed to be at their sexual peak. I've counseled countless women, countless. I'm telling you from the other side, when they come sit on my couch and then discuss, let their hair down and start talking about the challenges that they're experiencing. The level of female sexual challenges, it's going through the roof. And then you start adding in the even the next tick up, when we're talking about the numbers of hysterectomies, uterine troubles, and uterine challenges and whatnot. And a big part of that comes from functioning in from a masculine stance, or exuding masculine energy and suppressing their feminine side for so long that they become, their bodies are, they become masculine in many ways. And then the body's like, well, shoot, you've been operating in this masculine vibration for so long. What you need this uterus for? You've been functioning this masculine vibration for so long. And then the estrogen levels start going out of whack. And yeah, just everything. It's the words, but it starts with the word.
Yeah.
Everything starts with the words that
so.
come out of our mouth, how we address ourselves, and then how we address one another.
Right.
Yeah, and then, when we look at like just the state of relationships in general, like why they don't last, and it stems from how we view ourselves and then how we address our mates. And there's a major, major lack of respect, the respect levels that we have for one another. Because it's almost spun out of control, because it's like, well, men did this and women did this and men did this and modern women this and modern, and brothers ain't stepping up, and it's a whole war going back and forth. I mean, honestly, what we really, really need is, a community prayer, community meditation, bringing the community together for healing, community healing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
agree.
what we, really, really need in our society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm seeing a state of relationships now. And, when Kevin Samuels passed, granted, I didn't agree with everything the way he went about what he was doing, but I understand. Because when you really understand at the roots of what he was trying to accomplish was bringing together the black family. Now, the way he went about it, the way he addressed certain situations, was not always in alignment with, my belief system, but I get it. And at least he was attempting to do something, address a problem that resides in our society that is widespread. And if we're talking about a virus, that's viral. That's really, that's a viral concern. And so addressing each other, that positive affirmation, we talk about intimacy and juiciness in a relationship, and just that state of being and that vibrating together and being equally yoked. It starts with the words that come out of your mouth. It starts with that sweet talk. It starts with when I see you, when I say my beautiful queen, there's a picture that comes up in my mind, no matter where I'm at on the planet. And it's like boom, and it's like a connection that I have with you, that because for me, that's the highest level of, second. That's the second highest.
What's the first? Tell us.
when I get to the point where I can address you as Mrs. Lily.
Good one. Okay.
That's the highest. Yeah, when I can say, Miss, look across and look into your eyes before we consummate with that big old kiss. Yeah, and then I can officially address you as Mrs. Lily.
Oh,
that's the highest.
Okay.
But until then,
okay.
and it would be my beautiful queen, Mrs. Lily. Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Yeah.
I receive and look forward to that time. You said very soon?
So it's coming up. We work, everything's in the mix.
Awesome.
We solid now. Now we just got to get everything flowing and going, and then we start planning. Absolutely.
You heard it first. Here.
You heard it first.
Yes. And, even when you're speaking on the Black family, look at other cultures and how they address each other. I love social, and I love looking at other cultures and things, psychology, sociology, and see how other cultures, how the men and women interact with each other. I'm even reading a book, How to Love a Black Man. And there's things in that book I say everyone should get that book. I'll share the link for it later on today. But it's spot on. And it's like, I was reading and like, okay, this makes sense. But there's nowhere in other cultures that I've seen or heard, we refer to ourselves in such a low state, and there is no judgment, but we have to start thinking about what and how we address ourselves and how we address each other, because like I said before, I've never called another man king, not because he wasn't of esteem. Is in my vision, there's certain things that a king possesses, pride and protection and inducing creativity in the home, protecting the home. Yeah, those are things that I saw in you. Like, okay, that's in a couple of days. It doesn't take long to recognize what was it. It doesn't take a whole day to recognize sunshine. Right?
Yeah, you shine bright, baby.
Oh, now.
I gotta get my sunglasses.
You're hilarious. Yes.
Speak the truth.
Yeah, but the self-speak, how we speak to each other, even in the respect of, brother, hey, sister, those things matter as well. It's an acknowledgement of your grand presence. It's just that king is tops, and that is you.
Yeah.
To me and for me.
Yes. Yes, beautiful one.
Yes. So, was there anything else?
No, I think we're good for today.
Okay, we have a shorty here today, huh?
Yeah. So
Yes.
it's all good.
Yes, it is.
King
and
good.
queen.
Yeah, exactly. At our retreats, that's something that we really lock in on. Is that positively affirming our mates. That's a real big part, especially that's day one. Yeah, because everything starts with the word.
Yeah.
Starts with the word. How you speak on any situation in your life, honestly, but especially if you're talking about relationships and you want to really upgrade your connection with someone, it starts with how you frame the words that you use to your mate, because it speaks to their vibration. You speak into their vibration, and it starts to raise the level of the interaction between the two. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a love language.
Yes.
Yes, it's one of the 5 pillars in the love languages. It's positive affirmation, words of affirmation, as a matter of fact. So yeah, and so and especially if that's high on your list, which is technically, especially for men in general, generally speaking, that's high on most men's list, because a good friend of mine, he's reiterated the statement more times than not. A man, in general, generally speaking, a man will prefer to be respected than loved. Yeah, and so words of affirmation will speak to that, and then he'll. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all in on something. Women Women in particular, I saw this as a post that I saw years ago. It was with Obama and the Obamas when he was still the president. And the story goes, they were in a restaurant. Yeah, they were in a restaurant. I think it was in New York or something like that, or Chicago. They were in a Chicago restaurant, and uh, and Michelle says, "Oh yeah, the owner. She used to date the owner prior to her connecting with Barack." And he's like, "Oh," and he joking, kind of like in a joking manner, like, "Oh wow, yeah, shoot, had that worked out, you would have been the nice owner instead of being the first lady of the United States. You would have been, the owner of this magnificent restaurant." And kind of like, ribbing her or whatnot. And then she says, "No." She says, "No. He would have been the president of the United States."
Check.
And when I saw that, it was like, damn. And it spoke to a woman's ability to inspire a man to reach higher levels that he might not have even known he had the ability to achieve greatness that he may not have even been aware of, that was even within himself. A woman's ability to positively affirm her man is, I can't even tell you what that means in shaping his bravado to want to go do better and be better. And so, sisters, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. If you got a brother that's out there grinding, trying to do his thing, and and be the best that he can be for the family, the number one thing you can do for him, the number one thing, especially in a society for brothers where we don't hear many positive affirmations, when we come home, to hear that sweet talk from our woman that praise on whatever it was that we were out there doing and accomplishing, especially if they're trying to, they're into some kind of they trying to get their business off the ground, they're trying to do for self so that they can do for the family in a major way. Those positive words, I can't tell you how much that means to a brother. To give him that, yeah, baby, you can do it. Yeah, baby, go home. You go make it happen, King. It does something for a man to know that that his queen has got his back, and even if you're not even no matter what the capacity, those words sow life into from the brother standpoint. I'm just telling you, and but that a woman has the power of life and death. I mean, we all do, but women in particular, I'm talking about within relationships, has the power to make or break a man just by the words that come out of her mouth. True. You do. True. And so, speaking from a man's point of view, like I said, we done been through some stuff. And it was some days where I was just like, man, I don't know how the hell we even gonna make it to the next day. And you said some things, or you was like, boom, they hit me, hey King, blah blah blah. I'm feeling like total trash, like shit, like man, like I failed today, like it just didn't happen. And you talked that talk to me. You hit me when I came through the door, and yeah,
With a plate.
with the hot plate, yeah, with the hot plate, yeah, and oh man, I got so charged up. I went, oh God, you got my eyes sweating and stuff. Oh Lord, yeah, but yeah, that man. And I never thought much of it before. But yeah, that. Yeah, man.
I love you.
Yeah, that meant everything. And I just got up and just, yeah. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah,
No, we're live. We're live for a reason.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you. Yes.
Well,
it's that deep. It's that deep, and I appreciate us for being live and being transparent. Yes, you are appreciated.
love
You are. I love you. I love you back, baby. Like you always tell me. Yes. And that is where that love is, where that speaking life into your partner, where that confidence in what you see, even if it's not what's going on at present, you see it and it's not going anywhere. Right. Because it's something that's foundational. Yeah. Look at you all fine and stuff.
I'm fine with you. Baby.
Oh, now just give them a good show today, don't you? Yes. So yes, it is your integrity. It's your truthfulness. It's your willingness to go out there and have no excuses. I see you. I see you go out there, and I don't take it lightly. You could be doing anything else in the world, and something in conversation, something in spirit, had me from the first couple of hours like, oh, yeah, he's a king. Yes. So, I just feel it. I feel it, and I felt it, and speak to it, and so it is.
Yeah, so I say
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got anything else, man?
I trust that this message has touched everybody in some way. Yes, I trust that this message has touched everybody in some way. I don't know if there was any questions today. I saw a couple of things come through, but we can address them in a sec.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for holding on and tuning in. And
thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. Thank you. Lily says it's natural to explain what love is done for done to your life. Oh yeah, no, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely,
Yes. Thank you for sharing.
absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's we're good, baby.
Yes, we are.
Well, with that being said, um, until tomorrow.
Yes.
Until
Until tomorrow.
tomorrow.
You guys enjoy an amazing day.
Oh no, well, Daz. Oh yeah. Sorry, brother. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Oh no, Daz says he missed it. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll be there on the replay, brother.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Stay
be there on the
tuned and
replay.
tune in and everything.
Yeah, tomorrow. What we talking about tomorrow? We're talking about hair growth.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. Things. We'll be talking about natural ways to enhance your hair, skin, and nails.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so we can start getting
That hair.
beautied up for the weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's time to wash hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got to wash your hair now. I got to groom you.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be talking about natural ways to help grow your hair, help thicken your hair, help to hair become more natural or naturally more thick and healthy and vibrant. And then we'll touch on the skin and nails as well.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't realize that our diets are heavily involved in that, and also the chemicals that we put in our hairs, and we'll also touch on some things on what to do and what not to do. Yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff. You be like, wait, oh yeah, I put this in my hair. Be like, you know what's in there? Yeah. I'm like, you know what that does to you? Yeah. 'Cause I remember, what was that you said? When people, the coroner, or when they do the autopsy and they open up.
Oh. You want me to go there right now?
Nah, it's
Like, you want me to go there right
because
now?
that will open up a whole nother dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful.
Yeah. So just the chemicals that we're gonna touch. That's gonna be solid. Yeah. And so especially going into the weekend, kind of give y'all a different perspective on things that you can do. Yeah, because our thing is about just health and wellness life hacks, that things that you can do on a daily basis to greatly enhance or deal with any kind of challenges that are going on. So with that being said, peace and blessings.
Yes.
We love you all and have a phenomenal Thursday.
Yes, indeed.
All right, bye-bye now.
Great one. Peace.